Chapter 4. Krishna. I revealed this everlasting yoga to Vivasvan, the sun, and the father of light. He in turn revealed it to Manu, his son, the father of man. And Manu taught his son, King Ishvaku, the saint. Then it was taught from father to son in the line of kings who were saint, but in the revolutions of times innumerable, this doctrine was forgotten by men. Today I am revealing to thee this yoga eternal, this secret supreme, because of thy love for me, and because I am thy friend. Arjun. Thy birth was after the birth of the sun. The birth of the sun was before thine. What is the meaning of thy words, I revealed this yoga to Vivasvan? Krishna. I have been born many times, Arjun, and many times hast thou been born. But I remember my past lives, and thou hast forgotten thine. Although I am unborn, everlasting, I am the Lord of all. I come to my realm of nature, and through my wondrous power I am born. When righteousness is weak and faints, and unrighteousness exults in pride, then my spirit arises on earth. For the salvation of those who are good, and for the destruction of evil in men, for the fulfillment of the kingdom of righteousness, I come to this world in the ages that pass. He who knows my birth is God, and who knows my sacrifice, when he leaves his mortal body, goes no more from death to death, for he in truth comes to me. How many have come to me, trusting in me, filled with my spirit, and in peace from passions and fears and anger, made pure by the fire of wisdom. In any way that men love me, and in that same way they find my love. For many are the paths of men, they are all in the end come to me. Those who lust for early power offer sacrifice to the gods of the earth, for soon in this world of men's success and power come from work. The four orders of men arose from me, in justice to their natures and their works. Know that this work was mine, though I am beyond work and eternity. In the bonds of works I am free, because in them I am free from desires. The men who can see this truth, and in his work he finds his freedom. This was known by the men of old times, thus in their work they found liberation. Do thou therefore thy work in life in the spirit that their work was done. What is work? What is beyond work? Even some seers see this not aright. I will teach thee the truth of pure work, and this truth shall make thee free. Know therefore what is work, and also know what is wrong work. And know also of a work that is silence. Mysterious is the path of work. The man who in his work finds silence, and who sees that silence is work, this man in truth sees the light, and in all his works find peace. He whose undertakings are free from anxious desire and fanciful thought, whose work is made pure in the fire of wisdom, he is called wise by those who see. In whatever work he does, such a man in truth has peace. He expects nothing, he relies on nothing, and ever has fullness of joy. He has no vain hopes, he is the master of his soul, he surrenders all he has, only his body works, he is free from sin. He is glad with whatever God gives him, and he has risen beyond the two contraries here below. He is without jealousy, and in success or in failure he is one. His works bind him not. He has attained liberation, he is free from all bonds. His mind has found peace and wisdom, and his work is a holy sacrifice. The work of such a man is pure. Who in all his works sees God's, he in truth goes unto God. God is his worship, God is his offering, offered by God in the fire of God. There are yogis who sacrifice as an offering to the gods, but others offer as a sacrifice their own soul in the fire of God. In the fire of an inner harmony, some surrender their senses in the darkness, and in the fire of the senses, some surrender their outer light. Others sacrifice their breath of life, and also the powers of life, in the fire of an inner union lighted by a flash of vision. And others, faithful to austere vows, offer their wealth as sacrifice, or their penance, or their practice of yoga, or their sacred studies, or their knowledge. Some offer their outflowing breath into the breath that flows in, and the inflowing breath into the breath that flows out. They aim at pranayama, breath harmony. The flow of their breath is in peace. Others, through practice of abstinence, offer their life into life. All those know what is sacrifice, and through sacrifice purify their sins. Neither this world nor the world to come is for him who does not sacrifice, and those who enjoy what remains of the sacrifice go on to Brahman. Thus, in many ways men sacrifice, and in many ways they go to Brahman. Know that all sacrifice is holy work, and knowing this, thou shalt be free. But greater than any earthly sacrifice is the sacrifice of sacred wisdom. For wisdom is in truth the end of all holy work. Those who themselves have seen the truth can be thy teachers of wisdom. Ask from them, bow unto them, and be unto them a servant. When wisdom is thine, Arjun, nevermore shalt thou be in confusion, for thou shalt see all things in thy heart, and thou shalt see in thy heart in me. And even if thou wert the greatest of sinners, with the help of the bark of wisdom, thou shalt cross the sea of evil. Even as a burning fire burns all fuel into ashes, the fire of eternal wisdom burns into ashes all works. Because there is nothing like wisdom which can make us pure on this earth. The man who lives in self-harmony finds this truth in his soul. He who has faith has wisdom, who lives in self-harmony, whose faith is his life. He who finds wisdom soon finds the peace supreme. But he who has no faith and no wisdom, and whose soul is in doubt, is lost. For neither this world nor the world to come, nor joy is ever for the man who has doubts. He who makes pure his works by yoga, who watches over his soul, and who by wisdom destroys his doubts, is free from the bondage of selfish work. Kill therefore with the sword of wisdom the doubt born of ignorance that lies in thy heart. Be one in self-harmony, in yoga, and arise, great warrior, arise.